To insert the bobbin properly, what you want to do is first off look for the H on the bobbin. That H is going to indicate that is up. When you put the bobbin in, that means that when you pull it, it's going to spin counterclockwise, which that H makes sure that you always are putting it in correctly. So bring the thread all the way down to about 6 o'clock. See that little groove in there? That groove is where the thread wants to kind of fall into naturally. If you put your finger on the bobbin and pull this thread to the side, click, you will hear a little click as it drops in from the bottom 6 o'clock and then comes over about 1/4 inch. Then all you need to do is follow all the way up over the top part. There's a little arrow right there. And then if you put your door on, by the way, do you know that this door, see that little round area? It's kind of distorted. That is a magnifying glass. So if you have any trouble or can't see something, you've got a magnifying glass right at your fingertips. So door on, then pull this thread. It kind of holds everything in place. But a note about the bobbin, do you notice right here, inside there is kind of a top lip to this? When you start to wind a bobbin, this part fills first, and then it jumps down and fills the rest. For the bobbin sensor to activate, you will find that as the thread gets used up on this bottom part is when the light shines through and says, by the way, you're out of thread. But you're going to look down in here and see all this thread that's on this top lip. So that is why it looks like there's thread in here when you actually are out. So a little trick, if you don't want as much thread up here, when you're winding a bobbin, put your thread through, and as you're winding it, just tap your finger down so it doesn't fill all this part first before it jumps down. I let it just wind a couple times up here, then I fill down here, and then it continues to fill evenly all the way out to the final edge. But then that way, when my bobbin sensor goes off, it says, hey, you are almost out, because I know I didn't leave very much thread up in that top little lip area. So that's just a little tip of how to use your bobbin sensor efficiently. Also too, if you get the note on your screen and you know you can sew the last 12 inches on your fabric, don't touch the screen. That will allow you to keep sewing. Otherwise, if you touch OK, then it's going to pop up again and again. So just a little trick there, and you can use up all the rest of your bobbin.